Hello and welcome to today's episode. Today I'm going to be an automotive repairing guy. As you can see here, I'm missing some stuff. Headlights taped up right now. Mounts are broken. Turkey hit this guy. So today I'm going to show you how to replace the headlights and the grille. It's really simple. Alright, so I got some tools here. Chucked up a quarter drive into a drill, and I got my panel popper. You could use a flathead. I am going to choose to use this panel popper. All I want to do is pop these up. I don't really want to pull them out just so I don't lose them. They just need to be pulled up, and they will lose their ability to maintain themselves. Now, over the years, as you can tell, I've lost a couple, so you'll have one more than I do here. All right, now we got them all popped. Now you just want to lose them again real quick. Now if you pull the centers out, it's not a big deal. You just have to put it back together at some point. They're keyed, so they only line up one way. Well, I guess two ways, but alright, then once you get them out, this lifts right off, put it to the side. Now, the grille, you have 4 bolts. So let's see, what size are those going to be? I'm going to go with this one. That's the one. 10 mil. What do you know? Good thing it's a short socket, because I lost my big socket. Oh, look at that. There's part of that turkey. Whoops. Alright, then you're going to blast these guys out of here real quick, like. Alright, once you get those out of there, your next step is going to be to pull the grille. Now, you'll see there's a few clips. You have this that goes over the top. Here's some clips that mine already popped out. Then you've got another set down there, and one's on the end. That one's broken, clearly. So is this one, so I'm going to have to yank those out after. In the meantime, let's try to get these center ones out. I'm guessing with all this work from the turkey, they're gonna break too. Oh yeah, look at that. It also works if you grab the back and kind of pinch that bracket together, that little thing, but not today. Oh, that one's broke now too. Oh well, it'll be easier to remove without the grille on it. Alright, so now we take your broken grille, put it to the side. And now I want to get those clips out of there. You can see them. There's 2, 3. Oh, there's another piece of truck. And number 4 right there. 1, do I have any? Yep, these. So see, they spread, and that's what locks it in. So if you squeeze these, they'll pop back out. One, no turkey feather. And 4. Those are a lot harder to get out carefully if your grill isn't broken. Looks like that's all the grill I have. Now, lights. Got 2 bolts, another one back under the fender here. So these ones, I can use this again, just 10 mil. Let's pull that out of there. We're gonna save these screws to use again. So I'll put them where I know they are. Put that guy where it goes. Now, oh, that one's still somewhat attached. So, mine here is trimmed, and I'm gonna pull this screw out. But if you look, it's right up there. It's hard to see, kind of straight behind this. You can see it sitting up there. So that's the bolt we want to pull. One of those out, now we can get at it. Mostly by feel. You can kind of see it through the crack. Once we start loosening it, it might come out pretty good. Alright, once you get that screw out, that's the last screw holding the headlight. Now you can go ahead and carefully pull it out. Don't want to break the wires. Tape is holding it up too. That was my temporary headlight mount. There we go. Oh yeah, that's coming out a little better, huh? But still, does not want to fit between the stuff that well. Oh. Well, I'd imagine that broke piece just made this a little easier too. All right, and there we go. Now, when you have your new headlight, you want to make sure that you have the correct parts to go in it. What I'm actually going to do is I am going to pull this off because my new headlight came with everything. So I'm going to unplug it here. You've got this little connector. You should just have to squeeze the back of it here. And pull this out if it wants to. This is tough. Ooh boy, that's a good one. All right, now see this right here? This is what we should have to squeeze to get this out, but whew, it's in there. Oh, there we go. All right, and now I like these headlight bulbs better than the original ones, so I'm gonna put this in my new headlight as well. So they're not anything special. It's just a Sylvania. It's like, I think, the Silver Star. So it's like a slightly brighter factory bulb, but I like it, so I'm gonna keep it. Oh, this is, there we go, we're getting it. All right, and there's one headlight out. Now, I'll do the same thing. I'll swap this here headlight bulb. Now see, like I said, same thing, nothing crazy. Oh, this one's got a slightly different connector though. What in the heck? What in the heck? Now I am going to save these bulbs because if it goes out, I'll need a replacement, right? And it's not like they go out all the time, but they always burn out when it's not convenient and you're not near a store. So it's not going to hurt me one bit to save them. All right, so that one's in there. Got my nice new headlight with my old bulb. Old bulb. Old bulb. All right, now if you look, this right here is where that screw goes. So clearly I didn't need to take it out completely. Now I know. These guides just go in these holes. And then you got your two other mounts and your angler. The angler of the dangler. So let's connect this plug back up in here. There we go. Make sure it's on there good and sealed. All right. And now let's carefully put this one in, hopefully without making extra parts in the process. Oh, that one fit so far way better than my old one. Oh, geez. How's the new headlight gonna fit better than the old headlight? That don't even make sense. All right, now let's figure out which one had the big washer, which one had the little washer. So that one clearly had the little washer. So the big washer clearly goes there. So now I just want to put these back in. I'm gonna leave those loose, loosey-goosey. And let's get this one in the side back in its hole as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some stuff up right now and tell you this came out easier because I took this screw all the way out. Even though I don't know if that's true. The last time it was a pain in the butt getting it out. How in the heck does this one have a bigger gap than that one? They're both OEM. What in the heck is going on here? Jesus. My old ones must have swelled up after impact. All right, now all I want to do here is get these tightened up. Since that one on the side doesn't really hold it in its fore and aft position, I want to tighten these ones first because they will hold it in a fore and aft position. So I'm gonna set this on soft. That might not be soft. That's clearly not soft either. I don't know. Let's roll with it. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. Now let's do the finishing touches. Boom. I don't want it so tight that it crushes and breaks the plastic. I just want it snug. Snug like a bug in a rug. And then we'll tuck this back in there. Now let's tighten the side bracket. Same thing. You don't want it so tight that it's going to cause you problems. And now let's put this back in. Now, as you can see, my inner fender well here has been trimmed a little bit. So you may have another screw or two to remove to get the access that I did. As you could tell, mine's also broken. This was due to having larger tires on before I put my lift on. So your results may vary in that aspect. Now, got another one. All right, same thing over here. Get this out of here. All right. Let's check them out. It's all plugged in, so even though I don't have all the bolts in, they should still come on, they should still function. So, what do we got now? Got low beams, markers, low beams, markers. Let's see, we got high beams. Cool. Left blinker. It'll flashy, 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 hyper speed if it's out, so I'm not gonna go look. All right, so we're good. So it ain't gonna do me no good. I got this fresh one right here, waiting to go in there. Again, I didn't get the cheap ones on Amazon. This is my truck, not a bicycle. These are OEM parts I found on Amazon. All right, now, what you wanna do here? Let's get those two clips over so those holes will kind of line up. It'll kind of hold it in place for you. Let's set these off to the side for a minute. Let's carefully take this without dropping all our stuff. And now, I want to make sure we got these lined up so they pop into place. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5. Oh boy, it's like when it was new. Oh, they're gonna be fun to remove or to pull off next time my light bulb goes out. Oh, I didn't tuck that behind there. So in case you don't understand what I meant, how I tucked this nicely on the other side, I did no such thing over here. So this is being pinched. There we go. And there we go. All right, now we should be able to pop it in. There we go. Poppy, poppy. And lastly, but not leastly, and not quite lastly, let's get these in here. It looks nice. It's fresh and clean. Maybe I should wash the truck to match. Nah, I got stuff to do. Boom. 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 Now, a couple I heard squeak. That means they've hit their ideal tension. Not so much, I'm making a joke there. A little tight, but they'll do. All right. And now I want to put our fan shroud. I don't know if that's what you call it, radiator shroud. There we go, that's probably a better word for it. Let's put this back. So, you got some holes. You got to line up for those rivets, right? So that's all we're doing here. And then let's push these in. So, boom. Now you want to push the base in and then push the top. Push the base in, push the top. We'll leave out the one that was out before. come on. Come on, get in there. That one doesn't quite, there we go. It wasn't quite lined up. Voila, and there you go. Headlights replaced. Now, the last step that you'll really want to do, but don't really have to do, you'll need to get the best performance out of your lights, is adjust them. If you don't adjust them, you're gonna be blinding people. And then you're also not gonna see quite like you should. So, I know it's nice to think they're brand new. They should be perfect, right? They never are. They're made as they're made. And it takes one of these, turn these one way to go up, one way to go down, and that angles the headlight up or down to adjust your cutoff. So, all I want to do for now, is line them up on my garage, get a good starting point. I've driven this truck a lot, so I know where that top line reasonably should be. And then I'm gonna keep this in my truck, so tomorrow when I head out to work, I'll be able to line them up good. It'll be nighttime then. So, if you look at that, looks kind of high. It's on a slope though. It's actually a little on the high side. Those should be my low beams. So, two problems. First problem, A is higher than B. This is the one that goes in oncoming traffic. You want this one a little lower. And the other part is they're still a little on the high side, so I'm turning down just a little bit to start with. Maybe get the top line about here, and then we'll start from there. So this part is quick and easy. Right here is your little adjuster. So if you watch that as I turn it clockwise from above, it's lowering it. So when I get it where I think I want it, that's that. Let's go a little bit more just for S's and G's, right? All right, now let's get on this other one. Now this other one, it doesn't point to oncoming traffic, and it's not as blinding to them because you have stuff blocking you. However, you want it to be reasonably close to the first one. And this one does not seem that it wants to go any lower. Oh, there we go. Now it's gone. It's making a clicking noise too. I don't really like that much. But there we go. Now the two of them are pretty even. So that's gonna be my good starting point. So let's see here. How high are they? Right here. Let's see if it's a pretty even path. It's a little lower, right? So now I'm on a slope, so that's gonna change that, but gives me a good idea that I think that's a reasonable place to start. So tomorrow, like I said, when it's dark and I'm on an open road, I know about how far they should shine without blinding folks. So that's when I'll adjust them on a flat open road where I can get their distance, the proper distance for a low beam or a high beam headlight. Which offhand I can't remember exactly what that distance is. So after I make and post this video, I'm going to Google it and then go do it. I think it's like 100 feet or something like that is where they should shine out to. But again, from driving it every day, even without knowing that exact number, I have a good feel. I'll be able to line them up exactly how they were with very little trouble. So, like I said, He sits there. Job done. We've got a working Silverado. Those actually do look a little bit on the low side now that I'm seeing it here along this stuff that I pull up to every day. But I'm gonna leave it there and we'll see, like I said, tomorrow. Now we've got a working, good looking Silverado all put together. So this installation is the same for the 07 new body style and the all the way up to, I think it was like, what, 14 and a half or 15 and a half, one of those two. But if it looks like this, it's the same. This is obviously the HD. The not HD is the same. So it's the same. It's actually the same headlight part numbers. It's the same everything, unless you have some kind of fancy package. And then maybe, I don't know if they had LEDs or something. If that was even an option when these were out, then you'd have that. Now, as you can see, no more duct tape, no more missing chrome, just pretty truck again. See you next time.